Now I know what you're thinking. Alex, don't you usually schedule this ahead of time? Have a picture of the beer, in the thumbnail, and make a little bit more of a show of it. Normally, yes. I didn't this time. And for a very good reason, of which I have no intention of sharing. Alright, so let's get right into it. We've got another porter, okay? So, I'm super excited about that. I love porters. I can't believe they gave me 2 in a row. And it's called Mudpuppy Porter, so I'm figuring it's going to be chocolatey. But, you know what? Let's find out. Let's read the can. This is from Central Waters Brewing Company, and they are out of Amherst, Wisconsin. Amherst to me sounded like it was, I want to say foreigner. It's definitely not a foreigner, but from not Wisconsin. Just gonna make sure I don't have any. I apologize for the poppy sounds there. I just have to make sure that if my mom's watching on Facebook, she doesn't think I'm ignoring her. She's a little needy, but don't tell her I said that. I've gotta find. Oh, there we go. Look at that, I'm live now. Yeah, you can see me, I can see me, we can all see me. This is great. Okay, so reading the can, the Mudpuppy Porter. It's got a picture of a heron. It's not a red herring. It's a heron. All right. A favorite among dark beer lovers, Mudpuppy is robust and leading off saying that you're a favorite. So a little bit. Sorry, I digress. Mudpuppy is a robust and refreshing porter characterized by its thick, rocky head and luscious, chocolate-like notes, plus delicate char. Its multi-profile is uniquely well-balanced by liberal hopping for its style, 5.5% alcohol by volume. Government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. Alright. That's a weird last part of the description, but here we go. Okay. I gave you guys the porter chat yesterday. You know what a porter is. We all know what a porter is. Let's, No, you weren't supposed to see that part, Mom. Okay, alright. See, my mom's here, my sister's there, and that's my audience. Hi, guys. Alright, let's go. Nope, okay. I actually got to get under the... I saw a really cool video not too long ago about the ingenious design of aluminum cans. I think That Engineering Guy is the name of the YouTube channel. It's very interesting for people who like very boring things. Okay. So I think right off the bat here... Now, my zoom-in camera isn't working, and I apologize for that. But I think right off the bat here, we're seeing something that's a little different from yesterday's as far as porters go, is you can see through it a lot better. You see that? So that's what I was talking about. With porters, normally you can see through them a bit easier because they're not quite so dark, and they don't have quite as much going on as a stout. So right away, this one's a little more. I'm vindicated from yesterday. But yeah, that's more sort of what I generally see in porters, is going to be being able to see through that. Well, I mean, obviously not see through it, it's dark beer, but something that's going to be a little bit darker, but you can still get light through it for the most part. I haven't seen a stout that you could really get light through like that before, but porters, obviously, different story. Ooh, this one has a really strong scent. Yeah, this one has a strong, almost a stout-like smell to it. I almost want to compare it more to, I'm gonna say a chocolatey Guinness, but I might be not Guinness. Yeah, it's Guinness is such a standard, right? It's so easy to compare things to. So yeah, I'll stick with that. But you know what? Let's get right into it. Well, they weren't kidding about the liberal hops. It's definitely a more hop forward, stronger hop than yesterday's beer, the chocolate one. It's not quite overwhelming, but it's certainly more noticeable. If you were someone who was not attuned to or wasn't a huge fan of the hops taste, that might turn you off. Yeah, I almost feel like there's a bit of a battle here between sort of the more chocolatey notes and the hop notes on this one. Yeah, I mean, for my personal taste, I would probably like the hops turned down a bit. I don't think this amount of hops is really doing much to help the content of the beer. It's almost a little distracting from what I normally want to get out of a porter. If I'm buying a dark beer, if I'm buying a porter, you know, and it's interesting, and hop lovers will like it. I'm talking myself through right now if it's too hoppy. Um, and I just like hop lovers will like it. I'm just I'm on the fence as to if it's too much hops or if it's just not just hoppy enough, because it's not just hoppy enough for my taste. I'm just trying to feel this one out with you. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stay on the fence as far as the hops go. Um, I think there's too much hops. For my taste, for what I want out of a porter, there's too much hops. And it even says on the can, so they're doing what they said. Well balanced by its liberal hopping for its style. So what that means is that generally the porter style is going to have less hops, generally speaking. So they liberally put the hops in for the style. And I feel like if there's a line as to how much hops is sort of like you've gone too far, if they haven't crossed, they've gotten close. And it's just it's hard to judge because if they cross the line, they didn't go far over it. Oh man, yeah, it's a tough call for me. For what I'm gonna suggest for my rating, I'm sad to say it. I'm gonna push it over to this side. My zoom in camera isn't working today. I apologize for that. I'm gonna push it over to this side because you know what? If you like hops, and I don't dislike hops, but if you like hops, give it a try. Absolutely. But if that hoppy taste is something that you dislike or will turn you off of a beer, just skip this one. Move on. I still think it's a good beer. I'm definitely gonna finish this guy. I mean, these have all been good beers, and I'm going through the conciliatory. I'm sorry, you're a good beer, but you just done bad kind of speech here. But yeah, it's just that hops balance. I don't like it. I don't like it. And again, as far as if there was an official hops line for porters, and as to whether they crossed it or not, I'm not 100% on that. So I'm not going to say there's too much hops, but that's obviously the argument I'm having right now. So that's sort of the issue. So, Mud Puppy, I'm sorry. You're I can and you know what? Just to the thing they said that a favorite amongst dark beer lovers, bark deer lovers. That could be a thing in a book. I'm gonna write that down. So the thing about them saying that is, I kind of believe it in a sense that for a very long time, the craft beer movement and the people who lived in the beer enthusiast sort of area were all about hops. All about hops. That was the thing. So the craft beers that came out all had hops. The whole community was about hops, different types of hops, all of these things. So the what ends up happening is that yeah, I could see a beer like this being a favorite of dark beer lovers because there's such a history of hops loving that it would that would happen. I think that's something that's changing. I think there's more different types of beers being created, invested in, and there's a much more diverse beer-loving community that exists now, both here in Winnipeg and worldwide. Well, I guess North America wide. I think like Europe's they're centuries ahead of us. But yeah, so I actually believe that statement, just from the sense that you know there was a time throw hops in it, people love it. You know, more complex than that. There was a lot that goes into it, but you know, that was the general idea. So I actually believe that statement as far as them saying a favorite, or at least it was, amongst dark beer lovers. That being said, that's my rating. Throw it off to that side. You know, if you have a chance to try it, if you don't hate hops, give it a try. You might like it more than me. Absolutely 100%. I'm assuming it's a well-made beer. It's a gold medal winner of some form. Doesn't say it on the can, but it has to be to have been in this beer advent calendar. I'm going to finish this guy, and don't care what kind of puppy eyes it gives me. My judgment is law on this table. And that's about it. That's about as far as that goes. All right, I'm going to finish it there, and you guys have yourselves a great rest of your evening. I will see you tomorrow for what's 22. That would be, I got 2 left. 2 left after this, and then it's Christmas, or I have 3 left. I had to check. This box is huge, and it's like an advent calendar. You close the thing, it's like, which one did I open? I don't know. I'm going on too long. I'm going to kill it. See ya. Oh, that didn't do it, but this will.